impinging the nerve, and that could give you sciatica. So we need to look at all these factors. But if everything is corrected up and there's nothing impinging the nerve, if that is only muscle, then with the therapies and yoga pressures and certain lifestyles to imply into your life, it can be treated. What causes? There could, as I explained, there could be few causes. So if we have the column, you know, the vertebral column, we've got discs in between, and if one of the discs goes out, it clearly impinges the nerve because nerve roots are coming from each vertebral area, so it impinges the nerve, and that can cause the sciatica. Second option is if the pain is only from the bottom down, the tightness of the muscle, it's called pectoralis, impinge the nerve, and it gives all this tightness that we can't lift the leg, or tingling even to the toes. Because the sciatic nerve is the biggest nerve in the body, you're gonna branch the whole leg, as we know from the symptoms.
We have cancer, or are there any
anybody
groups
can have the
people
treatment.
that are excluded for anything and everything?
For anything and everything, but you have to know how much
Yeah.
and what treatments to be used. I mean, for example, same herb, all doshas can take, but it's the quantity, how much we can take, and again, that comes with the expertise of the practitioner, how they use it. So most of the treatments can be used for most of the people and through all ages, generally speaking.
Because there are some cancers where you have to avoid massage because of the fear of spreading the cancer.
That is very, in Western culture we are taught, because I studied physiotherapy and I studied also the normal therapeutic massage, it does say that you won't do the massage for the person suffering from cancer because we are improving the lymph flow and etc. etc. However, in Ayurveda, we do that with a particular herbs that is completely different effect. The way it works, the movement from the, of the treatment is completely different than in the Western massage. Yeah, but it needs to look.
When you say movement, you mean the drainage? Or
yeah, the drain. Yeah, we're completely different. And again, we don't do only with some synthetic oil. That's why we apply these organic oils for the dirt, which are actually medicated. So we will have base oils where the herbs going to go in, and these herbs are the main element for actually treating everything. Because there's a research done, I think, even 10 years ago in America, where they wanted to test how quickly the oil reaches the bone. So it reaches in 5 minutes. 5,000 years ago in Vedas, it states that that's the same speed. So people 5,000 years ago knew that. So if you imagine, if you have treatment for an hour and a half or 2, so that will be going to in and out the bone. Yeah, so 5 minutes.
And also,
you just
I think
need
modern
to
massage and other thing, they're very non-subjective. They're very generalized for most of people.
Yeah.
It's the same principle, same method for everybody. Whereas Ayurvedic therapies are not like that. They're subjective for your dosha, for your type. There will be specific herbs, specific oil, specific timing of the treatment.
Yeah.
The time is also different.
Yeah. And specific strokes are used for each dosha or combination. It won't be the same for everybody.
Whereabouts is this placed? Is it in Redford?
Place?
Yeah.
Well, we both cover West Essex. We're only therapists in West Essex. I work South Woodford and Loughton, and Ashish works in Chigwell.
Chigwell, but really.
That is
Can I
somewhere
have one more
connected.
question?
Yeah, sure.
About his daughter. She did some DI work, maybe she overspent too much.
Yeah.
And she's complaining that she has got pain almost every day. And we have lost, we actually, at the end of our tether, we don't know what to do. We've tried everything. And do you think Ayurvedic?
Yeah, I think you should try Ayurvedic therapies. Treatment, massage, whatever is suitable again for the type and for after all the initial assessment. You have tried everything, there's no harm in giving it a go. And it's all natural, there are no side effects, all the herbs are natural, oils are natural. And sometimes certain conditions you may never get rid of it completely, but if you can manage it 90%, 95%, it's much better than having that constant pain or constant condition.
Oh, thank you.
So, if I just,
Can I ask? It's a two questions. First of all, the APA controls the practitioner. Then who controls the medicine? Because whatever the herbs they give you, is anybody controlling? Because somebody can put steroids in it. It works fine.
No, we can't do that. At the moment, as probably most of you heard, there is a big issue going about these herbs, and the main issue is about the quality. So APA also ensures that the practitioners are using the qualitative herbs. We've got a list. If you go on the website and you, I don't think we've got.
Well,
I
we
think that's
haven't
a
got many
area.
companies, and then again,
Yeah.
that is something for all of us to do. If you use any medicine from outside, say for example, you go to Indian grocery shop and you buy an oil, you need to contact those suppliers. What are they making? Why they're not registered with us? Because APA has a scheme
That's
where
what
all
I'm
the
saying,
suppliers,
rules control.
yes, APA has a scheme where suppliers have to be registered with APA, but it's voluntary.
Yes.
Because we are not a government body, we can't force it. So we are just saying that you should come and join us so that people who are coming to APA, they know you are authentic. For example, Paka Herbs, we have got teas from them here. They've donated to us, or Dr. Deepa's as well. Is that because we know where they're coming from, how they make them, and what's in it. And they are on our list on the APA's website. And we are asking all people who use any Ayurvedic remedies from wherever to actually contact the suppliers and ask them to get on the list, so that we know that if they're on the list, they are, safe suppliers to be used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question is, in Ayurveda, they always say, don't drink water while you're eating. What's the reason for that?
Yes, generally speaking, if no water for about half an hour before you want to eat food.
Not with the food.
With the food, if you have to take something, because some people do like it, or they just have grown up with that, warm water, never cold water, and just a sip or two.
So what's the reason behind it?
The reason it actually, if it's a cold water, then it actually making everything cold, whereas the digestifier, everything is warming and it's digesting the food, and you are damping it down with cold water. That's first reason. And then second reason is if you are drinking too much water, you are actually watering down your enzymes, and your food is going to take much longer to digest. So we want to keep the strength of the digestive juice really on its peak, so that we don't water it down with too much water. That's why we say a little bit, and if you have to drink warm water or lukewarm water, not very cold. In this country, cold it should be banned anyway.
Thank you. Thanks.
What about, in the Western lifestyle, they have the soup first and then they eat solid food or whatever. Is that the right way to go by?
Well, soup again, because it's boiled and it's very hot, so it has a different as compared to water. And soup is generally made with vegetables and other things. So it's not just water. Water, even when it's warm, it has a cooling effect, because water by nature is cooling. So when you're drinking water, it has got different impact as compared to having soup.
So you should. So there's nothing wrong in having soup first. And
Soup
then
is fine because
solid.
it's made with vegetables, and then again, you have to consider your body constitution, what type you are. So if somebody is very Vata type, they're already going to have a little bit issue by digestion, or their digestion is a bit erratic. They probably shouldn't eat even soup. So they need to eat more solid food and more warming food. So again, it goes with, everything goes in hand to hand with your doshas and your type.
Should I continue something? You mentioned Ayurveda is 5,000 years old. It is not 5,000 years. It is 2 billion years old.
Okay, that's fine. That's even better.
2 billion years.
That's even better.
197,394,9,509 years.
Okay. What I mean by 5,000 is that we have written records in terms of Vedas, which are about 4,000 to 5,000 years old.
So Vedas are 2 billion years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vedas are 2 billion years old?
They are older than 5,000,
Yeah,
but
you mean
because these
this
scripts
is
have been destroyed, that's why these are the scripts we're talking that these are we can actually find and show you. However, we all know that it's actually the oldest system on the earth, medical
Yeah,
system.
before it was Shruti, Gurukul will teach children and they'll pass on. It was no
That's
written
right.
thing.
It was an oral
That's
tradition. That's
Shruti.
right.
Shruti has been
So what
used
it
for
means
2
is,
billion
if we have written record, oldest
Yeah,
are
written
about
record,
5,000.
alright, you can say that.
Sorry?
Written records, you can say
Yeah,
5,000.
I'm talking about written
Whatever.
records, yes.
Yeah.
It probably has been going on for much longer than that. But for it to be written means something was already in the environment, which was already going on, and then people wrote about it. So it still makes it the oldest anyway, whether 5,000 or 2 billion. Thank you. Okay, thank you.